going to be talking about is how to have more confidence, especially going into the new year. 27 days left until 2020. All right, so for those of you that don't know me, my name is Kevin Jimoh, and this is Expertly Professional. What we're going to be talking about today is how to have more confidence so you can do all sorts of things like pursue new clients, start a business, do it pretty much anything that makes you afraid that you know you really want to do. So a little side story. In the entrepreneurship space, a long while back, I came across a story of a man, and his name is Jia Zhang. That's Jiajang. He is most well known for something called the Rejection challenge. So pretty much what he did was just a little preface, he is by nature a very timid man. So what he did to overcome this was he said, hey, let me ask a bunch of people a bunch of different crazy requests, and he came up with something called 100 Days of Rejection. So what the challenge is he every single day for 100 days, he asked someone for a crazy request. So on the first day, I forget what it was specifically, but he started off doing little things like asking if he could be the door holder at a Starbucks or something like that, and then it moved progressively further and further, all the way up until he got to things like asking a police officer if he could ride in the cop car and take a picture, and then all the way towards the end, he asked if he could sit in the pilot seat of a plane and take a picture there as well. So the surprising thing about this is, while his goal was to have a request every single day that he was sure to get told no to, so he can get used to being told no, a lot of times he actually ended up being told yes. So this is one thing that he found really surprising, because he found that just by asking, a lot of the times we end up getting what we want. So number two, what he realized was that it really is not that bad to get told no. So one of the things where he got told no on, he has a wife, but one of his challenges was to go ask a woman if she wanted to have dinner with him and his wife. That she ended up saying no to, but he realized that it wasn't that bad, honestly, to get told no, because at the end of the day, it really shows nothing about your identity, shows nothing about who you are as a person. There's no real such thing as failure, he started to realize. So I took this into my own life because by nature myself too, I started off very awkward, very timid. It was almost to the point where when I was younger, I couldn't even order a meal from Burger King. So just a little backstory, we were in the line at Burger King, and I couldn't even look the woman in the eyes, who the cashier. I was like, can I have a Whopper and this and that? And I could barely get my words out to the point where she couldn't even hear me. Flash forward to today, I started to realize there really is no point to just be shy or timid, because at the end of the day, we all have our own opinions about things. We have something that we can contribute to the world in our own very special way. And when you get shy about these things, you're actually withholding those valuable opinions and those valuable views and beliefs from the entire world. So if you're going to say something and you're going to have a message to spread, you're actually messing it up by being shy, being timid, which is going to come out looking ridiculous anyways. So you actually will look less ridiculous by just going full force, by just going completely into whatever it is you're going to say, whatever it is you're going to do. And in the meantime, you might learn a few things across the way. So just a few other tips as well that will help increase confidence. Whatever you think you should be doing, like working out or something like that, or like taking a little bit better care of your appearance so you don't feel self-conscious about that. I know a lot of things people tend to feel self-conscious about that are completely unbased. So like a lot of people have a fear of like public speaking, which shouldn't be the case. I usually just run through a checklist. I don't have any crazy stuff on my face. I at least shaved. I have a somewhat, my hair's not crazy. All these things add to one's self-confidence. So you got to make a little checklist of things that you can easily fix that'll give you confidence. So another huge factor of having confidence, believe it or not, is preparation. So to be prepared means to gather all the notes and gather whatever you think you might need that you can't really think of on the spot. So if you have a test the next day, you prepare for it the night before by creating notes. If you're going to meet with a client, you always want to be prepared by, at least checking out what it is you're supposed to check out. So in my business, my line of work, we do social media marketing, social media management as well. What I do before I meet with a client is every single time, I check out what social media they already have. I check out what website they already have. I check out, things like post engagement, how often they're posting, how cohesive does their brand look. And by the time I meet with with my potential clients, I'm already an expert on their brand, or at least as much as I can be. I see what they want to do. I see where they're trying to go. And we could have much more meaningful conversation than them filling me in on what they want to do. So instead of talking about, oh, what is your post engagement or whatever, or something like that, I already know. So I'm now asking them questions like, where do you want to go with this brand in 5 years? And that just is key to confidence. Preparation is key. So aside from that, though, we covered, simple things like appearance, dressing nice, dressing the part of whatever you're supposed to play. If I were to meet with clients, or if I were to give a presentation and I look like a bum, I'm not going to have the most confidence in the world, as I should. So make sure your appearance is on par with whatever task you're meant to be doing. Make sure that you're preparing the night before, depending on whatever you may be doing. Make sure that whatever you are self-conscious about, you're taking care of as much as you can. And number 3, one thing that I really want to cover, like the story of Jia Jiang, the rejection, the guy who did 100 days of rejection, you want to really get yourself out there and get rejected a bunch of times. So as, crazy as this sounds, you want to do a bunch of things every single day that make you uncomfortable, because what you start to realize is there really is no such thing as failure, until you give up. If you, in school, especially in the U.S. school systems, we are taught so many times, you're either a pass or a fail grade on all these tests and stuff like that. And if you fail, you can't do it over. And it's just like, it creates this mentality in our head to be afraid of, have these either binary on or off type things where we either succeed or fail, there's no in between. Well, I'll tell you something right now. You only fail when you officially throw in the towel. If you ask me, have I ever failed in my life? I'll tell you no, straight up, hands down, because I don't give up on things. If you see something as very important, you don't give up on it. Just like me, I was naturally an introvert, but I said to myself, you know what? I want to share a message with the world. I cannot hesitate with my message. I can't be timid. I can't be like, because then the message comes out all types of messed up. All right? So this is really what it comes down to. You have to take care of your appearance. You have to look the part of whatever image you want to play. You have to prepare for it, and you have to get yourself out there and really just get your reps in for getting rejected. Practice speaking to people, because there's only so much you can learn from a textbook. So you really just want to get your reps in, especially. And number 4, just really understand that there is no failure until you give up. That has been my message for today. All right. Thank you guys for watching. If you want more content like this, be sure to follow my page right here. My YouTube channel is Expertly Professional. Same thing with the Instagram, and same thing with the Facebook. All right. And as far as another live speaking like this, next week on Wednesday, we will have another one like this. Okay. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.